Hi everybody, welcome back to the Creative Corner. I am Joy and I just want to show you what I made with April's box. Let's have a look. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about my creative process and what I thought when I first got April's box. It's very pink and I was a little bit overwhelmed by the pink because I'm not particularly a pink girl, but there are so many beautiful colors and trees and it just makes me think of spring and I love that. And so I guess I got everything out of the bag and just started trying to be inspired by different things in the box. And this is the first thing I made. It does include all of the different beads from the box. And I did do a little bit of wrapping around the pendant. And yeah, we can take a closer look at that and I will tell you more about it. All right, let's take a closer look at this piece that I made. I really did incorporate everything from the box, at least once on here. We've got our pendant with the wire wrapped little tiny crystal mix, the grapevine mix on there. And I just thought it made that tree look more springy and exciting. Then I did use every single one of the other things here. The only things that I grabbed were like findings, like clamshells and jump rings from the store. And yeah, I love the bumpy rondelles and the crystals in here. And I just try to stagger things so that you kind of got a glimpse of everything that was in there together. And of course, the beautiful clasp that goes with this box. So the second thing that I made with this box was I wanted to use this pink tree pendant, and I had some bead frames in silver, and I thought that they would work together really well because they have that round part going and they kind of complement each other. And I love the whatever it's called, Lumachina chain, and how it just made it look so dainty and fancy. We can take a closer look at that also, and I'll show you a little more detail on that. Okay, so here is a closer look at this one. I love the way that these can spin freely. I know that might be weird, but I was like telling my kids it doubles as a fidget. We were having fun with that. And then it inspired my daughter to also make a bracelet with rings on it so she could fidget with it. I like that these bumpy rondelles can move on the Lumachina chain. They move back and forth. And so then you've got another fidget. And it just looks really elegant and pretty, but simple at the same time. And I grabbed one of these little clasps from Bead Box Bargains because I needed a simpler clasp that wasn't the big toggle. These were just made with head pins and that little grapevine mix, and of course these beautiful rounds. So the next thing that I thought of, I was really inspired when I started looking at all this pink, and I was like, I want to offset that a little bit with something a little more earthy. And I thought rhodonite. Rhodonite's the way we're gonna do that. And so we had just gotten in these rhodonite pendants over at the Bead Box Bargain store, and I went and grabbed me one, and I put this one together, and I just love how it turned out with those deeper, rosier colors, and it just complements so well. So yeah, I will show you a little closer how I did that and the earrings I made to match. So my inspiration here was that rhodonite, and I had to figure out how to get it into the mix with these beautiful beads. And I love how this turned out. I did a simple wire wrap to make a place to hang it from with that little tiny rosette wrap. And then, of course, I've got those leaf bead caps in there, the bumpy rondelles. And then I found some more rhodonite in these little rounds to accent it and create this really pretty necklace. And then I made matching earrings that I'm going to show you here. this is what they turned out like. I just did that rhodonite, the bumpy rondelles, put a little eye pin on this one, and then we of course have that beautiful blingy bicone also. So it just makes a really complimentary earring. On this next one, the fourth piece that I made, it has a lot of just the purple and the green. So I worked with pink and then I worked with purple, and this one has the tree pendant that has the chandelier. So we put some little flower drops on there, and I added the Lumachina chain just as an accent, like for a second tier. It just kind of pulls it all together for me, and I love how it looked. And I added these little flowers on here also, and yeah, I just really love how that went. And I made a pair of earrings that go with it that have all the little flower drops that I'll also show you in a minute. So this one I talked a little bit about already, but I want to show you the earrings that I made to match it. I made like just a little cluster drop with this, and it has those flowers in it. So you have the little drop flowers and some of the green. I mixed the citrine and the little Malaysia jade in there, and of course added a little ear wire onto it, and it matches these little drops on the necklace also. So I love how those go together, complement each other, and just look a little fancy. I did make another pair of earrings that coordinates with this necklace because I love my earrings. I'm not a big bracelet girl, but I'm really into earrings. If I'm gonna wear any jewelry at all, it will be earrings. So I'll show you these other ones, and these I grabbed these ear wires from Bead Box Bargains. I don't remember what they are, but you may have seen them. They're that triangular shape, and they are so good because I used the little pendant charms from the box, but these are pretty heavy. You guys may have noticed they're a little hefty, and they're double-sided, which is perfect for an earring. But they are kind of on the heavier side, which if you have pierced ears, you know that can be a little uncomfortable to wear. So the cool thing about this is that this fishhook kind of wire kind of works as a counterbalance. It holds a lot of the weight so that it really feels light and just dangly and pretty, and it's not heavy to wear. So I love that about that. I just knew it needed that little bit of counterbalance, and I love wearing these. These are probably my favorite earrings so far from this box. Okay, so this one, I love the citrine that's in the box. There's just the beautiful yellow and oranges and whites, but I was a little intimidated on how to use it, mixing it in with other things. And so I went looking on Pinterest and just looking for citrine and what people did with it. And I found a tiered necklace like this. So I don't claim the design for this, but I used the clasp from the box and one of the little green crystals to make a drop, and I just love the double layer that it creates. And it's very simple, but I really love how it highlights that citrine so much. And then I was also inspired by someone in our Creative Corner on Facebook to make matching bracelet and earrings using more of the green and the citrine together, and I will show you that in just a minute. Okay, so let's look at this citrine necklace. It is actually a really long necklace, but I wear it doubled over with that leaf clasp in the front so that it looks a little cool like that. I like how that looks. And I did make bracelet and earrings to match, inspired from the posts in our Facebook group, the Creative Corner Facebook group, with the green and the citrine together and the leaves and the bumpy rondelles. I added little daisy spacers and this little daisy clasp from the store, and of course the earrings with that little leaf drop is so adorable. And I just love how the leaf cap and the leaf drop and the citrine and the green all look together. I'm just obsessed with these colors. They just make me really happy. So yeah, thank you guys for the inspiration. I'm gonna tell you more about the next thing that I made. This was kind of the last thing that I was looking at I found this pendant that I had gotten from Bead Box Bargains. It was just in my stash, and I love the green in it, and I was like, what if I combined that with the pink in this box and made more of a green and pink look, which looks very springy to me also. And yeah, and I use those giant disco ball type crystals in there for a really, really blingy look. And I did make these really cool earrings, cluster earrings with this, including these different pieces. And I'm gonna show you later in a video how to actually make those. All right, so I talked about how I used this green one that I had in my stash, this green pendant, with the pink and green from the box. Again, more daisy little spacers in there just to add a little bit of silver accent. And then of course I grabbed one of these flower toggles that I also found in my stash. I think we actually have these on the Bead Box Bargains website again. We'll have to look and see if we do, but I'm pretty sure we do. And then to match this one for earrings, I used rose quartz with these little trees and just the pink and green together. It just coordinates really, really well. Other items from the box that I used, you may notice that I've used pretty much everything. I am a completionist. It's just my goal every month to use every single thing from the box. I don't know why. I just love to challenge myself in that way. I do have just a couple purple beads left at home that I'm still like scheming how I'm going to use those to finish up the box. I'm thinking probably some amethyst, like a little amethyst pendant I'm gonna wire wrap, but I didn't get to that yet. So those are just my thoughts about using things up. I used every teeny tiny bit of the Lumicina chain and all the different beads just because I love seeing how it all comes together and seeing how many things I can make. There's so much diversity and like inspiration and ideas with this box, and I just love all the possibilities. Thank you guys so much for coming and watching this, and we love all your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. And thanks again for letting me show you all of my fun designs here on the Creative Corner.